What's up, y'all?
So, what are we doing today?
Assumptions about us.
Yeah, so...
We're about to tell you if your assumptions are valid or invalid.
Yeah, so we had you guys ask us over on our Instagram, so make sure you follow us if you don't already, so you can be a part of future videos. And yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it.
Let's get it.
We did this a while back, way down on our YouTube channel. It was right around when we started social media. I don't even know what we said in that video, so if you want to go watch it, we'll put it right here on the screen, and we'll link it in the description. Probably pretty funny. We didn't know what we were doing at the time, so.
Very true. I think we were eating that sub sandwich, weren't we?
Yeah, at Lake. Yeah.
Sub sounds great.
All right, so here we go. Okay, first one. You would disown your kid if they were not Christian. Oh my goodness. No. Never, absolutely not. In a million years.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I would love my kid no matter what.
Yeah.
And I would obviously always point toward the Lord. But I would never like disown, like, get out of my,
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Wouldn't love them any less. It would probably be heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I would say, because that's,
yeah, that's a good word.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking, that would be.
We're gonna do our best though to raise them to love Jesus, and we're gonna pray that, that is what happens, but absolutely not. We would never disown them. We would never do anything like that. Absolutely. Treat them any differently. We would just continue to do.
And to do that, if you were to do that, that doesn't resemble Christ. Yeah. To disown someone, to hate someone, to not talk to them, especially family and stuff like that, definitely.
Because they could always come back around, and people go through phases and things, so.
And loving them wouldn't be like encouraging them like down the wrong path, but we would love them and encourage them down the path of the Lord.
Because that's what Jesus does for us.
That's right.
Y'all are very PDA.
Shoot. I mean, now that you bring it up, public display of
affection. You
got it, girl. I wouldn't say. Then again,
I feel like we're more than others. Like some people, because like I have had some friends tell me like I don't even want to hold hands in public. Yeah. I don't even want like anything. Some people just don't like feel uncomfortable in public. But like I'll be in the store and I'll like snuggle up to Taylor, and then I'm like, oh, these people are probably getting awkward now. Because some people don't.
But we're not like making out in a store. We're not one of the.
No.
A little strange, but we don't do that. But
I'll always be like in the aisle of the store, and I'll
and she'll be like, I'll be like, I'm trying to push a cart.
I feel like I'm more about it than you are, but
all right, in public sometimes, because Soph, we're a good happy medium.
I'm just like, love ya.
Because Soph would be like,
no, I wouldn't.
Yes, she would. Don't let her fool you. Well, but I'm like, okay,
just one kiss.
One kiss.
Which so am I, but
and I'll see you later.
Anyways, so I would say we're just like the norm. Maybe a little more than some people. It really just depends. Some people don't even go as far as holding hands. But I think that's silly. Why wouldn't you hold hands with your love?
That's true.
Yeah.
I would cry if not. So it's not a big fan of holding hands, by the way.
It kind of gets on my nerves sometimes, but we'll talk about that.
She says it's not comfortable, and I'm short, so she's.
It's like a yank walk. Just like if you try to walk with your arm around someone, and it's like, yeah. Anyways, okay.
That was a shot to the heart.
I love you. Someone assumes that we shower together.
So it's not about that. I mean,
I never said that. I'll just say, if you're really trying to just like get your shower to like get clean and like get in and get out, especially if you don't have like a shower that's got like the two heads. Like one day when we build a house, we may end up showering together all the time just because like we'll probably design it where it's like huge. You each have your side, you've got shower heads, but like right now.
I'm just envisioning that. Sounds great.
But right now, like we have that typical bathtub.
I could bring the water hose in and I could hook it up. We could just duct tape the handle. We got two sides.
Okay, but be honest, those showers are just like your typical bathtub.
No, I would do it in the sink.
Shower in the sink together?
Yes, if we could.
Well, y'all know what I'm saying.
See, this one don't make sense. She's affectionate in public, but then she's like...
One person's always gonna be cold in the shower if one person's not.
You rotate.
I don't
You ever
rotate.
seen one of those doors in the hotels where they just go around?
Who wants to rotate? I'm trying to be comfortable in my shower and get clean.
Okay.
But one day, I will specially design that shower for us one day, okay?
I could design it tonight.
Okay. So answer is not all the time. Sometimes, but majority of the time, no.
Better be my birthday or something.
Okay. Someone said, you don't have jobs.
Technically we do. Technically the term would be like content creators. I'm not a fan of like influencers. I mess with Soph all the time. I'm like, well, I can get this because I'm an influencer. Just like
you know, girls probably like the title influencer, but boys,
when we're like in Target, I mess with her and I'm like, oh, I'm getting this face wash because I'm an influencer or something. But no, we'll get into that here in a minute. We have a follow-up question I just saw, so I'll hold off to answer it. But technically our job is content creators.
Yeah, but outside of like doing social media, we don't have jobs right now.
And I worked at a vet's office for 4 years. So technically I'm still like employed, but.
And I was planning to be a hairstylist, but we started social media and I stopped.
Sophia was planning on being homeless or a stay-at-home mom. There's only 2 options.
I was planning on being a hairstylist.
Okay.
I was, and we started doing social media and things started picking up and I was like, I don't have time to do both. What? He makes fun of me.
Soph needed any excuse in the world.
I could have made time, but I was like, I would rather pursue
You would have went to
media.
work for 30 minutes and then say, see you later.
I don't know what you're saying right now. I've always wanted to be a
Since
stay-at-home
you were
mom.
16 and we went on our first date, she told me she was going to be a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah, but I was like, maybe I could just do a little side hustle, like do hair and make a little extra money if I want to go like shopping or something. He was gonna support. That was gonna be like fun money. So anyways, we both had like regular day jobs, and then when social media started picking up, we stopped those, and we're gonna go into more about how we do social media full time here in a minute, and like the money aspect of it, and like do you really make enough money for it to be your full-time job, things like that. But yeah, so neither one of us have like a job outside of social media right now, and Taylor's also in school, so that would just be too much for him. So there's that. You want to homeschool your kids?
Yeah, I would say I had never been a fan of homeschool, but Soph was actually homeschooled, and I went to public school, so just wasn't.
Both sides of it.
Yeah, I didn't think homeschool was like that cool, or like I definitely didn't think I wanted to put my kids through it. And so then, honestly, like hearing about how Soph did schooling and stuff, and just knowing that our kids would be home and safe, and the sad reality is like school, yes, to an extent is safe, and hopefully there's more like measures that are going to be put in place to keep kids safer, but that's another like factor, is just, you know, all the terrible and sad things that have been going on in the world lately as far as schools and school shootings.
It's scary.
Once we're parents, you know, we'll have to make that decision one day, but right now, without even having a child, I would say I probably would rather just put my kid in homeschool, and then obviously still be involved in like extracurricular activities like in the county, or, you know, stuff like that, like sports, just so that they can still socialize and have friends. And then who knows, we might live in a neighborhood that has like a school and a playground and stuff they could still like hang out at.
And there's like, if you were homeschooled or know anything about homeschool, there's like these things, I don't even, because I grew up like not wanting to tell people I was homeschooled, because it's just one of those things like, you don't want to tell people you're homeschooled because they'll think you're weird. But at some point in life, like I don't remember what age I was like, I'm telling everybody I'm homeschooled.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being homeschooled. I don't want our kids to feel like there's anything wrong with it. And I feel like it's gonna become a lot more common. I just think it is, and so it'll become less weird of a thing. But there's things called like co-ops and stuff. Hate that word. I never wanted to tell people about it. But it's like you go 1 to 2 days a week, and there's just things like that you can do. So we're just gonna wait until the time comes, because you never know what'll be around at that time. You don't have a lot of friends.
So prior to social media, honestly, we didn't have like a lot of friends, just because we weren't really close with anyone in our hometown or anything like that. I had
very small.
Circle. Very, very small circle, and it's kind of always been that way, at least for me, and I think you too. So like literally the amount of friends is probably I could count on one hand that know we could call and stuff like that, and you know, it's different for everyone. But yeah, once we started social media, it has
been a blessing.
Yeah, without a doubt, a blessing from the Lord. And we just get to hang out with other Christian couples that are like, we had never really hung out with a lot of couples. Yeah. And so because of social media, it's like everyone has the same goal, everyone shares the same faith, and it's just literally so uplifting. Well,
and everyone we've met and stuff.
Everyone that we've met, obviously,
that we became friends with, it's been awesome. Like I love it so much. That's like my favorite thing about doing social media, is like the people we've met and talked to. It's just like
100%
awesome. They've all been such great people. So,
a blessing from the Lord for sure.
Yeah, I think your assumption's kind of correct. We don't have a ton of friends, and it's not like for a weird reason. We just keep our circles small. Taylor doesn't want kids right now, but Soph does.
So I wouldn't say this assumption is valid or invalid. Like, I wouldn't be like it wouldn't like make me sad or like, you know, if I found out she was pregnant or anything. Like, I would be happy, but like at the same time, I'm like, you know, we can definitely wait. So
we
like,
can wait.
You know, I'm like impartial. I'm like,
in my head, I'm like, no waiting. I can't wait. I have this pain that I'm like, I need a baby.
Yeah, but you know,
he's like good with it or not.
Yeah, I'm like either. I'm like, okay, I'm not, but at the same time, I'm like, you know, we can wait. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So it's like
either or.
It's like, go with the flow. Whatever happens, whatever is the Lord's plan, it will occur. So that's kind of where my mind is right now.
You regret getting married so young? No.
Absolutely not. That assumption is so invalid.
Very false.
I do not feel like I'm missing out. I do not feel like I want to be somewhere else. This is my beautiful wife, and I love her so much, and there's literally no way.
No downside. And I
Best
know
decision
I've said before I recommend getting married young to everyone. I kind of I don't take it back, but I don't think it's good to say I recommend it to everyone.
Yeah, definitely not to everyone. Like, it depends on like
maturity levels.
It depends on a lot of different things.
Yeah, if there's like no reason stopping, totally recommend it.
And that's where we were at, was like, we had literally, there was no reason that said we could think, oh yeah, this doesn't feel right, or the Lord is not in this. Like, we checked all the boxes and prayed about it and just had good discernment through it all. So.
Yeah. You want to move to a different state. So I wanted to answer this a little bit. So we live in Georgia. If you didn't know, all of our family lives in Georgia.
Go Dogs.
For the most part. Well, definitely, like pretty much all of our family. You have like a few grandparents that way. But if I will say, like, I've always been obsessed with like states that I've never been to, and I'm like, I would move there in a second type thing.
She sees pictures on Google Images.
Okay, so like for instance, Arizona is like, if I had to say a place that I would move, it would be like Arizona or Texas or Tennessee.
Have you been to Arizona?
Never been to Arizona. Never been to Texas. I have been to Tennessee. But I would say like I'd like to move there, but we will never move away from our families. Like we are just so close with our family, it's like not even an option. Yeah. And so like,
I feel like we thought about it for a second. At least I did. I was like, oh, could we move here? But especially with social media now. So just the thought of like leaving our families and like
we
our
enjoy
hometown,
traveling.
Yeah, our hometown feels like home. Like every time we travel, we're like, this just doesn't feel like if we're there for a long period of time.
It's so fun. Yeah, for like a week or so.
Yeah, it's just like, this isn't home. You know, so
we enjoy traveling and going to see people and going to new places, but I think we'll always stay probably in Georgia. Okay, last assumption, TikTok made you rich. So this was what we were talking about, like when we were talking about, do you have jobs? Is this like a full source of income?
And a lot of people, like, honestly, I didn't know, like, guys, I didn't really even have TikTok downloaded until like 3 months after we started posting.
Yo, we hit like 1 million followers, I think, on TikTok, and he still hadn't downloaded it. He would look us up on Safari, like TikTok, taylorandsoph, to watch our videos, because like I handled all the posting.
Had no idea about TikTok, anything like that.
So anyways, I think what he was saying is that he didn't even realize, were you about to say like you didn't realize you could really make money from social media?
Yeah, not at all. Like it was, and then people started telling us and like stuff like that. We started reading stuff online. We were like, whoa, you actually can make money from social media. And it's just because, like, imagine like a TV commercial. Brands are going to pay creators like us, obviously, to promote their brand. And that's one thing about us, is we've turned down brands that we didn't like or we didn't feel comfortable promoting just because someone
wasn't a fit.
Yeah, wasn't a fit.
Believe in like
what they stood for and stuff like that. And it just didn't align with, a lot of it was our faith and, you know, personal stuff and stuff like that.
So that's the thing, like you can know that if we're like doing a brand deal, it's something we like actually use. We like, we think is cool, things like that. Because like, why would someone turn down money if all they have to do is post a video about it? But
and it's about something we like, so it's like, you know.
But my point is, like, if we could make money off of just posting about a product, why wouldn't we? But like, we're telling you that like we will turn them down because we don't want to like mislead you guys or do something just because it's for money or something. But yeah, to put it in short, so okay, the question is, or the assumption is, TikTok made you rich. I didn't make us rich. That's
I would say invalid, but we do make money off of it.
Yeah, it's been like a huge blessing, and it's more than we thought you could ever make from like something like
Social
this.
media.
And I know a lot of people have questions like, what do you make it from? Do you make it from like your videos? Is it, you know, your sponsor posts? And all creators will tell you, you get the majority of your money from like a brand deal. So like an ad, if we post about like a product and things like that, and if it says like sponsored
or paid partnership or hashtag ad, any of that.
That's where you get most of your money from. You'll get a little bit here and there from like some people know about the creator fund on TikTok. That'll pay you like a little bit, but yeah, you can start making good money on YouTube from videos like that. And there's like so many different things. Instagram had like this program where you can make money. I think they got rid of it now.
It doesn't do it now.
Facebook had one. I think they got rid of it.
So to sum it all up, we make money from the platforms as well as brand deals. And like I said, we don't promote anything we don't like or don't use. We would never do that. We've turned down deals because we just don't agree with their standards or morals and stuff like that, just because we want to promote healthy things.
But anyways, so yeah, personally, I would love if this could be our full-time job forever. It's awesome. Like, it's a great opportunity for when we have kids one day, like to be able to stay home. And I just love it because we get to like document everything. I just think it's so, I've always been the person to like take pictures and videos of everything. And I just think it would be so fun to like look back on things. And obviously he's still in college. So his plan was to go to vet school. He's actually gonna apply still here in like a couple of months and just see what happens. We're praying about it and trying to decide, because if he were to go to vet school, that's another 4 years of schooling.
A lot of time.
But we're just trying to think of like future. We're still obviously gonna do this. Like, we love doing this. I probably would do social media even if like we stopped making money from it somehow. And it's enjoyable and fun.
It's a great way to reach people with the gospel and reach people, tell people about Jesus. I mean, social media evangelism is amazing. Like, literally, to know that hundreds of millions of people could have their lives affected and hear about Jesus. That's, I feel like, our ultimate goal and purpose of social media.
So we never want to stop doing that.
So we never want to give up on any of our platforms, because even if it makes a difference in one person's salvation just because they heard the gospel, then it was all worth it. So
100%. So
100%.
We would continue to do that even if it wasn't technically a job. It doesn't feel like a job. It just is kind of a job. But it's like the best thing ever. So much fun. We love all of you guys. You make our lives so happy and fun, and it's just so sweet that you guys enjoy watching us and we get to just talk to you guys and things like that. But I hope that answers your question. So we will always keep you guys updated on school and just plans for the future and things like that. But we love you guys.
And if you guys have any questions about social media, about anything like that, drop it down in the comments below. I'm gonna be responding to you guys. So we love y'all and we love Jesus, and we'll catch y'all in the next vid.
Peace out.